Eastern Alabama.
This is WVTM 13 Sports High School Huddle, sponsored by local Ford dealers.
We got region titles on the line tonight. A throwdown in 2A, Thorsby trying to upset BB Comer's run to a title. And in 6A, Region 4, Hillcrest oh so close to running the table as we head into the postseason. Also in 6A, Mountain Brook and Parker, they battle for all the marbles in Region 4. Then we'll head over to 7A, Thompson, they're pretty good, knocking on the door of winning another region title. We start tonight with the showdown of 5A. Welcome back in. I'm Sports Director Ryan Hennessy. There's a lot in Region 5 on the line. 3 teams trying to claim the top spot. 2 of them going head-to-head tonight. We break the huddle with our game of the week in WVTM 13's Carrie Osep.
Hey Ryan, here in Homewood. Nothing scarier on a Friday the 13th than a upset, right? Well, that's exactly what John Carroll was looking to do over Ramsey, as these two are some of the top teams in 5A Region 5. Let's get to the action and see what happened. The John Carroll Cavaliers came into this one with hopes of spoiling Ramsey's reign at the top of 5A Region 5. Will Mara leading his alma mater to the 5-1 record so far, but we know the 5A defending state champs are running into this one confident. Early in the first, Ramsey forcing a fumble, and Cameron Carson is all over it, moving the ball down the field. A few plays later, and Ashton Ashford is cutting his way through the Cavs defense. Look at him, and in for the score. It is 7-0 Rams. Ronnie Jackson smiling and high-fiving after that one. And they weren't done after that, nor was number 2, who would score his second and then his 3rd touchdown in the first half. A rushing machine for the Rams. And the blue pride of the South Side is down with that. And although making some big-time plays, John Carroll trailed Ramsey 21-0 at the half. And Ramsey would keep it rolling in the second half, just adding another score as they go up to win 28-0, not only shutting out John Carroll, but remaining undefeated in region play. Ronnie Jackson saying that he loves coaching these guys.
It's a joy to coach, just to be honest. We have a lot of athletes on the field. The biggest thing, though, we got to make sure we keep them humble, though. Humble and hungry. Other than that, I'm extremely proud of my players and our coaching staff for putting together a great plan today.
So a good win for Ramsey as they stay perfect in region play. The Ramsey Rams head back home to Legion Field to host Hayden next week. Meanwhile, John Carroll will be on the bounce back as they take on Jasper. Here at John Carroll Catholic High School, I'm Carrie Osep, WVTM 13. Back to you, Ryan.
Carrie, thanks so much. For Ramsey, pretty simple. Just win, and if they beat Hayden next week, they win the region. Pleasant Grove will have to win out and have Ramsey lose a game. The Rams are at Hayden next week, then wrap things up against Carver. So with a win tonight, Thompson couldn't win a share of the division in 7A Region 3. Real good team they are, the Thompson Warriors. With 3 to play, the Warriors hold a 1-game lead over Hewitt-Trussville and Vestavia Hills. Let's roll the highlights. The Warriors, they're out in Oak Mountain. The Eagles, they're pumped up for this one. Playing the top team in the state, why not? But Thompson, they came to play. The speed, Arrington Green, they call him AJ Green, 50 yards to the house. Dragging a man into the end zone. That'll put the Warriors up 7-0. And wave the flags even if you're on the road, because your quarterback is not only a freshman, but he's legit. One is an 8th grader, Trent Seaborn, going deep. Angel Jones. Thompson wins this one. Here's the score, 68-7, Warriors win. Over to Vestavia Hills, taking on Hewitt-Trussville. Winner has an outside chance at a stake at the division if Thompson falters in the next couple weeks. Take a look at this strike. John Paul Head hooking off to Kwan Richardson. Rebels, they're up early in the band. They like that one. The Rebs looking to add to their lead, but Hewitt's Bo Shea said he's got other ideas. Snagging this one out of the air for the interception. And this sets up this touchdown pass from Peyton Floyd hitting Jaden Lovin for an end zone. Loving that one and loving the win. 55-27, Hewitt-Trussville over Vestavia. Let's go out to Tuscaloosa County. Wildcats taking on the Hoover Bucks. Pick this one up in the second quarter. It's scoreless, but a pick by Tuscaloosa puts them deep in Hoover territory. That's going to lead to this booming kick field goal. The Cats looking to add their lead. We'll have the final minute before half. And the Bucks have struggled this year. They have other ideas. Hoover's J.J. Moultrie with the pick, and no one's going to stop him going all the way for a touchdown. The score, Hoover wins 37-10. I'm going to head to homecoming at Spain Park. and crowning the homecoming queen. Always love that. The Jags jumping out early to carry Shanks, busting his way into the end zone. Spain Park jump out early against Chelsea. Fans gotta love that. Same with the coach, Coach Vakakis, one of the most animated coaches on the sidelines on Friday nights. He's fired up. And then it's back to a catch this time for Spain Park. Brock Bradley, the catch, and that's impressive by Jonathan Bibbs. The score, Spain Park with an impressive 38-21 win. Let's take a look at Region 3. 7A Thompson, they're leading the way. 6-0, Vestavia Hills and Hewitt-Trussville now all tied up at 4-2. Remember, Thompson lost that one game to Clay Chalkville. Vestavia and Hewitt's records are correct if you flip them, if Hewitt-Trussville wins. The Parker Thundering Herd can sew up a 5 Region A with a win tonight. That's not an easy task, though. They have to go through Mountain Brook, and they're a really good team to claim the title. Out to Mountain Brook, and this crowd is ready to go. Welcoming the Parker Thundering Herd. And this one, a defensive battle. Parker's Carlton Duncan with the interception here. Great pick right there. And kudos to the fans for cheering their team on, even if it's raining. Great pick right there. And the fans are staying with them. Not a lot of scoring in this one either. Parker edges out Mountain Brook in a close one. Here's the final, 13-10. An impressive win by Parker over Mountain Brook. Here's Region 5A. Region 5, 6-0 Parker, Mountain Brook 3-2. Not the year that they wanted after going to the state title last year. Still a lot of football left, though, as we go down to the home stretch, and still more football to come, including a showdown between 2A of Thorsby and BB Comer. This one, really, really good. And plus, Hillcrest, one of the best teams in 6A. Looking forward to that one. High School Huddle. Stay with us. We'll be right back.